With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back trackside once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, Blown Piston Racing Leagues presented by Banner Construction fires things off for their first road course race of the season. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from the trackside. We watched the Truck Series drivers try to tackle this speedway, this great, beautiful 4-mile racetrack here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We seen the Truck Series drivers try to tackle it on Friday. Had a crazy great race going on at the end of the 43 laps scheduled in the official race distance. We've got the same amount of laps on tap tonight. First stage break going to come at lap number 9. Second stage break at lap 23. And with the 10-minute qualifying session already underway, We're about 3 minutes off of the stopwatch. There you can see that track temperature. So what do you say we go ahead and throw up some of your qualifying times? Nobody actually putting in a time just yet. Everybody's still making their way around this huge track. 14 turns in total, and that's if you count some of them as 11A and B, as well as there's a I do believe it is a turn 7A and 7B, so all depending on how you and your crew chief, you and your team, break down the track will determine how many well corners you call it. We call it 14. And amazed to see nobody with a time yet here. It's quite interesting to be 4 minutes into a 10-minute qualifying session and not have a single quick time laid down as of yet. A little bit concerning for a handful of the drivers out there. As you can hear, the cars are coming to life. You can hear the engines in the background as the music will slowly begin to fade away. Get a little bit more of a feel of how things are going to break down here tonight. Coming into race number 5, we've had ourselves 4 different race winners. Last week at Atlanta, we watched Andrew Moore put his machine into victory lane. The 77 Ford Mustang went quickest last week in Atlanta. Will he have what it takes here tonight in Wisconsin, right here from Road America? And just about halfway here tonight in that U.S. Veterans Pole Award session, looks like we do have a handful of drivers finally putting in some times. Let's get them up there on the speed charts for you. Fast time here in qualifying. The 8 of Max Williams puts it top of the speed charts, 2 minute 11 second lap. That's it's about 10 seconds faster than what we've seen those Truck Series drivers turning in here at Road America. So look for the lap times to get a little bit quicker here. Tyler Davala going to go second. Andrew Mraz back in third. How about John Finley and Jim Thorndike rounding out your top 5? A lot of heavy hitters still yet to put in their qualifying time. 2 previous race winners, Jimmy McKee, Kenny McCullough. Both of those drivers yet to get out onto the track. Roger Rios Mateus back there in the 5 machine. Great run from him last night. Not out there on track just yet. Jason Branch. How about Braden Staub? Casey Duncan. Corbin Simmons. All yet to throw down their qualifying times. And nobody topping the speed charts except that 8 of Max Williams. And we are down to less than 4 minutes to go. Take you for a handful of looks around the racetrack. We may catch a glimpse of some of the drivers out there qualifying. 12 drivers on the speed charts. We've got upwards of 26 drivers, so less than half of the field taking a green flag lap here in qualifying. We're down to just about 3 minutes remaining as minute number 7 rolls off the stopwatch here in qualifying. Track a little quiet for the time being. With only about 2.5 minutes remaining here in qualifying, it's interesting to see not really anybody out there on the track. Just a handful of drivers actually out there on track. The 52 Custom Paints and Diecast machine of Kevin Dick. He's out there on track putting down his qualifying attempt. Jason Branch in that familiar Double Deuce Ford Mustang. He's out. Anthony Keys, Corbin Simmons, Braden Stabb finally going to get out there and make his attempt at a qualifying time. 15 drivers to the speed charts, and fast time here in qualifying belongs to that 8 Chevy ZL1 Camaro of Max Williams, a 2-minute 11-second lap, and nobody is even within a half a second of that. We'll have to wait to see if Max is that road course ringer in the field and if he will walk away when we drop the green flag. But for now, the U.S. Veterans Pole Award belongs to the 8 of Williams. And indeed, it does look like that's pretty much going to be it for qualifying here from Road America. Beautiful 4-mile race facility nestled right here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And we've got 18 drivers on the speed chart. Less than 60 seconds remaining. Nobody going to be able to put in a time lap and dethrone the man that's fast at the front of this field. The 8 of Max Williams snatches the U.S. Veterans Pole Award here tonight with a 2-minute 11.8 second lap. A job well done, my friend. Hats off. He will start front of the field. We're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Get set to head trackside for your national anthem, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with all your green flag action live right here from Road America.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in out, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we will come back trackside as drivers begin to roll off of pit road, begin to shake down the cars for the final time before they head off into tonight's race here at Road America. It's going to be another barn burner in the bags tonight. I can guarantee you that one. Hot and heavy action all race long. You know, as we were waiting for an opportunity, we were going to wait to see if we could talk about it a little bit later in tonight's broadcast. But what do you say? We've got some time. We've got some opportunity. Why don't we go ahead and knock out your championship standings as they sit coming in to tonight's race. 4 races in the bag. And Andrew Moore, driver that went to victory lane last weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway. There you can see leading the Class Championship standings. He's got a 42-point lead over Christopher McCullough. McCullough has yet to get to victory lane. Tyler Davala sitting well in the top 3. Jimmy McKee is your first driver that has been to victory lane inside of your top 5. Brandon Free is going to round out your top 5. 63 points back, so it's starting to get to that point in the season. I know we're only 4 races deep, but we're starting to get to that point where separation is beginning to be king amongst drivers inside of that top 10. Take Jim Thorndike, for example. He's knotted up with Anthony Handley back there with 187 points apiece. That is 104 points back from your overall points leader right now. Those drivers are going to need some great runs over the course of the next handful of weeks, as well as great runs tonight And I hear you, Curtis. Yeah, how about that? We going 1080, baby. We kicking it up a notch here. Some great new things in the great new year on board right here. David the Cave bringing you back to the 1080s. Had a little bit of technical issues at one point in time. Forced us to scale it back a little bit. We'll keep this one out like this as long as we can. And hopefully we don't have to worry about scaling back down. Driver's not going to be worried about scaling back down here tonight. Everybody going to look to try to get themselves out to a comfortable racing distance. Road course racing, very much a different animal, a different beast, the way that you have to approach the race and approach the strategies. It's not about how long you can run, it's about how soon can you get those fresher tires, how soon can you get that fall off back to a minimum. And it's also how minimum you can make that fall off during the course of the run. But the biggest key, and any road course racer will tell you this, you have got to keep it on the pavement. I know it sounds redundant and idiotic at times, but if you are on the grass, you are not going to be fast. So keeping yourself on the pavement is one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself to have an opportunity, have a chance at some points, have a chance at possibly grabbing that fast time here tonight. Brought to you by the New Age Limited Speed Teaming Award. If you could turn in the fastest lap, the U.S. Veterans Pole Award already snatched up here tonight by the number 8 machine of Max Williams. We'll see who snatches the Wise Guy Stage 1 win, but first, we got to get to the starting grid. Drivers fixin' to head that way, and we fixin' to go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight from Road America. We'll bring the field to a crawl at lap number 9 for the end of stage number 1. Back it back down once again at the end of stage number 2 at lap 23. Then the final rundown to the end. 45 laps on tap here tonight from Road America. Race fans, are you ready? I hope you're ready because the field's getting ready. Everybody anxious to hit the starting grid, anxious to get going here tonight. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those races that we're going to look back, I think, and look at those beautiful machines right there. Taking a look at drivers near the front of the field, that's Andrew Mraz, as well as the 77 of Andrew Moore. We'll back it up a little bit further as the rest of the field begins to hit the starting grid. And we hear those familiar bells in the background. You know the sounds. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup here for Road America, race number 5 in the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Starting inside row number 1, your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner here tonight. Fast time in qualifying, 2:11.84. Your top spot belongs to the 8 of Max Williams. Kevin Dick in the 52 machine going to line up just to his outside. Tyler Davala, Roger Rios back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight. Then we can see the fast number 4 of Andrew Mraz. Andrew Moore in the 77, last week's race winner, going to line up just to his outside. Drivers a little bit further back through the field, back in row number 4. 26 of Michael Shum and the 11 of John Findley. Ryan Nicoletta and Jim Thorndike round out row number 5 and your top 10. 93 of John Manikowski going to start in the 11th position. 12th just to his outside. The 21 of Brandon Freeze. Back. Row number 7. The 31 of Scott Wise, followed by Christopher McCullough. Aaron Cooper, Corbin Simmons back in row 8, row number 9 here tonight. The 03 of Kenny McCullough and the 88 of Anthony Handley. Jason Branch, Anthony Keys back rounding out row number 10, starting in 21st position, the 99 of Jimmy McKee. Jeremy Brooks in the 53 machine going to line up just to his outside and back in row number 12. The 83 of Gary Wells, followed by the 51 of Jordan Berry. Brendan Stapp, Jacob Drift back in row 13, and rounding out the field here tonight inside is Toyota Camry. The 4X Racing driver, the 17 machine of Casey Duncan. And that's going to do it for your rundown for your starting lineup here tonight from Road America. Right here, race number 5, ready to fire off, ready to get underway. In through the final few corners, here we go. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. This is going to be absolute a thrill to watch to see how it all goes down. Drivers will make their way. Oh, whoa. Went to a camera a little bit early here, didn't we? Oh, yes, we did. There they go. Little bit of camera troubles here tonight, finding these drivers around this huge 4-mile track. And, well, we got them. Don't worry about it. We won't lose them again. Down into the backstretch in towards the Canada corner. Field double file behind Mr. Smith, then that iRacing pace car Ford Mustang. It's going to make the right-hand turn and out of the way, off the track, and we will fire things off. Will Max Williams lead the field to turn 1, or will we see calamity and chaos when it all comes to life? Right here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, race fans, drop these drivers that thumbs up. Show them some love. Show them some support and appreciation. And here we come, cresting the hill as the music fades in the background. We are set to play with the big boys here tonight. It's the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series. And green flag flies just like that. We're back. Added adrenaline, maybe I can spit it out. Adrenaline fans. Everybody down to turn number 1. Everything looks nice and clear. No lockups from anybody. Everybody down through the corner rather easily. I say easily with some trouble off in the top of the corner. Max Williams carries the corner. No trouble so far. They'll make their way around that little short middle stretch and head right down this little downhill left-hander. Max Williams still leads Tyler Davala. Kevin Dick sitting now in third. Fourth back to Andrew Mraz. Michael Schaum in fifth. John Finley back in sixth. Still racing with each other. Drivers a little bit more towards the rear of the field. How about this big lockup, this big battle going on? Ton of cars back here near the back. Jim Thorndike has trouble. Anthony Keys gets by Corbin Simmons. Christopher McCullough by Jim Thorndike. Gary Wells goes by Thorndike as well. Finley, Nicoletta going at it. Scott Wise, John Finley passing each other for the 9th position. Here comes some more drivers making up some time on each other. There's battles everywhere. There's the 11 off track. John Finley with trouble. Jimmy McKee with trouble. Andrew Moore has trouble. Scott Wise getting by Ryan Nicoletta once again. More drivers with issues. John Manikowski, he's up 5 positions. How about the run to the front by the man just behind him, the Double Deuce, the Ford Mustang, piloted by Jason Branch. He's sitting up 10 spots already, and we're going to go ahead and have to get that information up to the left-hand side of your screen because there is a lot of heavy action here tonight at Road America already on lap number 1. Tons of stuff going on here tonight. Ooh, lock up right there. That is not something you want to do this early in the run. Lap number 1, he's going to have to deal with some tough tires for the rest of this little stint here. Gonna have a quick little stint for stage number 1. Caution will come out. We will see the Superior Timberlake caution flag fly to end the stage, as now Mankowski goes off track. Once again, he's going to lose a handful of more positions as Jason Branch makes his way by Jimmy McKee in 99. Comes up through. Here comes Anthony Keys. Keys looking for a position as well. Ryan Nicoletta, Casey Duncan going at it, 21st, 22nd on the track. Anthony Keys gets by John Mankowski for that 11th position. Jeremy Brooks by Wells for 14th. Finley by Hanley for 24th. Things at the front of the field sorting themselves out quite a bit. We've got a new race leader, though. Max Williams has faded back to 4th. Tyler Davala now leads the field in that number 7 machine. Just about a 1.3 second advantage over Andrew Mraz. Kevin Dakin now back into 3rd. Max Williams, your pole sitter, back to 4th position. Michael Sham still in 5th. Andrew Moore back in 6th. Jason Branch, Christopher McCullough, Jimmy McKee, and Anthony Keys round out here in top 10. Biggest movers of the race so far here tonight, the 22 right there on the screen. Jason Branch, he's up 12 positions from where he started, almost outside of your top 20. Branch now runs in 7th. Man right behind him on track, very close to him, has him in his sights. We'll go on board here. I do believe we have an onboard camera shot. Yes, we do, with that 99 of McKee, as we see Branch go wide and off track, and he's got more issues here. He's going to lose 2 positions, but Jimmy McKee now up 14 spots. He is sitting in that top groove hard charger award here tonight from Road America. And the thing about road courses is there's only local yellows. Only full course cautions we will see here tonight are when we come to the end of these stages. So drivers, it is very important for these drivers to stay on task, to stay on pace, to keep it on the track, to keep themselves in a good position to have a solid finish here. If you can have a solid finish at a road course, it can go to pay dividends by the end of the season, by the end of the year. Right now, that new age limited speed demon award is going to go to the number 4 of Andrew Mraz, running in that 2nd position. Tell you what, why don't we jump around the track a little bit here, watch this battle between the 4 of Andrew Mraz and that 52 custom paints and die cast machine of Kevin Dick. And that's going to be for 2nd and 3rd on the speedway. Tight little 3-car battle. We'll jump back to this for a second. Anthony Keys, Jason Branch, Jeremy Brooks, John Mankowski all over each other right here. That's 9th all the way back to 12th. A lot of different great action out there on the track. It's going to be hard to cover each and every battle the entire race here. We're going to keep an eye on those differences, on those deficits, and try to clue in on them when they get a little bit closer. Right now, we're going to keep our eyes on this 3-car battle between Keys, Brooks, and Branch. You can include Mankowski. He's just a little bit off of the tail end of that double deuce as Branch runs wide through turn 6 there. Back through turn 7, the 53 of Jeremy Brooks trying to look for position, trying to gain his way a little bit further up inside the top 10. Right now, Brooks up 12 spots in 10th. I'm telling you, there is a lot of action early here tonight from Road America. Only lap number 3. We have got tons of stuff going on. Jim Thorndike goes off track. Jimmy McKee goes off track. Anthony Keys goes off track. Brandon Freese, Scott Wise, both of those drivers had to dive to pit road already. Some trouble for 2 drivers early here tonight. Max Williams, your pole sitter, has trouble. Andrew Mraz is collected. Oh no, what happened here? I'll tell you what, why don't we go take a look at this on the replay. Let's see how it all went down. There you can see Williams, your pole sitter in that YJ Esports sponsor number 8 machine. Oh, and there's Mraz with trouble spinning. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and that all started with Andrew Mraz coming off track. We'll take one more look at it here. And there you can see Mraz, and I believe that may be Davala. I believe Mraz and Davala got together. And they did, because Kevin Dick now sits in first place. He's now got that top spot by over 6 seconds. That tells you right there, when you have a 6-second gap within 4 laps, yes, it's a 4-mile track, but something has went wrong for the field. Something has happened to the drivers behind you. And there it was, Tyler Davala, Andrew Mraz get together. They collect each other. Both have off-track excursions. That's going to mix up Max Williams in it. Fortunately enough, this 52 skated right on through. It looks like he's going to skate himself right to the end of stage number 1 for, well, we hate to call it this early. We hate to say it this early, but, I mean, I believe he's going to go ahead and snatch that stage 1 win. Tell you what, race fans, we'll get the track map up there on screen for you. Let you follow along, trying to see where your driver's at out there on the track. You'll notice all the numbers right there on the circles, on the icons for you to try to follow your driver around this 14-turn, 4-mile track here at Road America. Kevin Dick with a 6.5-second race advantage. I don't think we're going to have to worry about him giving that up. For all intents and purposes, he will walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. It's not official. Don't count it in the bag just yet. We're just about halfway to that stage win. But I believe, unless he just throws this thing out, Kevin Dick going to walk away with some bonus points out of stage 1. And with the 6.5-second deficit, or advantage, I should say, over the field, we're going to step back through the field and see if we can't watch any of the battles out here tonight. See if there's any action we can really bring to the fans, to the masses. If they're not out here in the stands, we do appreciate each and every one of you joining us from wherever you are here tonight. If you haven't already, joined us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and appreciation. You know what to do. Drop them that thumbs up. Quick subscribe. Smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. And did you see the rotors glowing on that 99? Did you see how red hot they're getting under braking? So these drivers hot and heavy in the braking zones, forcing the elements to the limits. Parts and pieces may begin to fail towards the end of tonight's 45-lap event here at this 4-mile ribbon-like road course. A lot of different elevation changes, a lot of tricky technical turns, really. A lot of them, it looks like you can be pretty much flat out, but if you make one mistake and overstep the bounds while being flat out, you're going to be flat out finished. One of the only battles on track to speak of is the battle that we're going to keep our eye on right here. The 99 of Jimmy McKee battling with Jeremy Brooks. That's going to be for 6th and 7th. We'll look for a second as Ryan Nicoletta getting behind Jacob Drift. And whoa, 53 of Brooks has a big slide through the corner. Nicoletta, Drift, Branch, all in line, all within about 1.5 seconds of each other. Nobody really going anywhere. Nobody really able to shake each other. Whoa, when the 59 goes around, there goes Nicoletta. Drift going to pick up the pieces here Nicoletta's going to fall way back on the running order here. You got to ask yourself if it's now worth a shot at coming to pit road here at the end of stage one, maybe possibly staying out at the end of stage one to regain some of that track position. Very doable strategy, very doable thing. We've seen multiple different strategies Friday night here from Road America. Will we see a mixed bag? And there you see those rotors glowing on the 53 of Brooks. My gosh, did you see how hard he was on the brakes? More trouble for some more drivers. Road America has not been kind to this field. Six laps into this 9-lap stage one, and we have found ourselves with drivers with trouble. There you can see the 99 of McKee off track here as we go back with the Gary Wells and John Findlay going at it with each other. 26 of Michael Sham and the 60 of Christopher McCullough. They're battling as well with each other. There's Sham. And Sham looks pretty clean here. Car looks pretty clean compared to most of the other drivers in the field. You can see with some scrape scuffs and, you know, some marks out there. Twenty-seven drivers took to the starting grid. We are down now to just 25 drivers still out there on the track. 23 left on the lead lap. Multiple drivers very close to falling off of the lead lap. Corbin Simmons, Casey Duncan, Jim Thorndike. They're flirting with falling off of the lead lap before we end stage number one. How about your pole sitter? How about having some trouble? The 8 of Max Williams in the YJ Esports sponsored Chevy ZL1 Camaro walked away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, but he is now way back in the running order, sitting in 24th, 1 lap down. And that is going to be all but almost impossible to get himself back on the lead lap. He's definitely going to have to stay out to receive a wave around, as now Andrew Mraz pulls the 4 to pit road before pit road is closed on the final 2 laps before the end of stage number one. How about the Martin Sports 47 machine running well here? Braden Stab having a fine run, sits just in front of that double deuce. The 22 Ford Mustang of Jason Branch hot on his trail. Branch having a good go of it so far this year. He's looking for his first race win of the season as well. Lock up behind both of these drivers. Rotors glowing. Rotors glowing. There you go. We can spit it out. We promise. We promise. Well, just like that, move that 22 of Jason Branch up 10 positions now into the 9th spot. Jacob Drift, how about the run by this 15 Burger King machine? He's got some rear end damage. He's got some front end damage as well. But Drift now sits in that 8th spot, up 18 positions. That is one heck of a run to the front. And, well, don't count out this man right here. He's locked up with 18 positions gained as well. Started outside of your top 20. Jeremy Brooks now runs in 4th. And as we are down to the final few laps here in stage one, we're going to go ahead and throw that one right up onto your screen. All he's got to do is get himself about a lap and a half around this track, and he will walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Can Kevin Dick get the custom paints and die cast machine? The Stage 1 win here at the road course, set himself up pretty looking into stage number 2. And what strategies will we see here in stage number 2. Drivers are not going to have enough to make it to the end of stage number 2 on fuel. Everybody is going to have to make a pit stop. How will we see this thing shake out? When will we see drivers come to pit road? Looking at pit road right now, drivers that are on pit road, they have been on pit road for quite an extended stay. Scott Wise, Jordan Berry, Andrew Mraz, all down fixing their machines. Tough break for all of those drivers. That's going to leave us just about 5 drivers down there banging away at their machines, trying to massage the fenders, get them back out there on track, trying to gain any and every position that they can throughout the course of tonight's race. They're going to be all but hard-pressed to get anything done from this point on, as multiple laps down is Scott Wise, as well as Jordan Berry, Andrew Mraz, Max Williams, both going to be falling lap after lap. They're going to continue to fall laps down, and here we are coming to the close of stage number 1. The Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win gonna belong to the man, none other than that 52 of Kevin Dick. Tell you what, why don't we take a look inside the office? I do believe we got a peek. No, that's not the one. Not that one, guys. The other one, guys. The other one, guys. Yeah, well, you know what? I guess we didn't put that one on his car, did we? Is it on there? Jason. No? Oh. Well, unfortunately, we thought we put that office camera on board here with Kevin Dick in the 52 machine, but, well, we did not. A little bit of a anticlimactic moment there for us. So excited to bring you that onboard camera shot of your race leading driver inside of his office doing the business right here. Kevin Dick leads this field by over 7.5 seconds. The stage 1 will come to a close, and he will walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Set himself up with a good shot to come down pit road and exit pit road still with the race lead, and have a very good shot at putting himself in a position to walk away when we drop the green flag for the second time here tonight. Oh boy, drivers with trouble right in front of your race leader. Through turn 13, now through the final right-hand turn. I apologize. Final right-hander. And Kevin Dick will crest the hill and will bring the field. Under caution here, the superior templating caution flag flies to end stage number 1. 52 custom paints and die cast machine of Kevin Dick walks away with the stage win, walks away with the bonus points, and we're going to walk away from the track for just a brief commercial break to get things set up and ready to go for stage number 2. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back after these short words. And back trackside after the extended commercial break, making sure we pay a lot of the bills here tonight from the Turn 3 Racing Network field. Going to get double file and snake their way around this 4-mile ribbon-like road course here at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Just about 2 hours outside of Chicago, just a little bit north of Milwaukee. For those of you longtime NASCAR heads out there watching it around the world, whether it's on your laptop, your tablet, your TVs, your cell phones, we do appreciate you tuning in, joining us here tonight. And for those of you that have been around the sport long enough to remember the great famed Milwaukee Mile, it is not that far away from this beautiful road course here. Man, I'd love to go back there. We're going to throw it back a little bit to a track from around that same era next week. Without next week, things being moved around just a little bit in lieu of Super Bowl Sunday. So after tonight, we're going to see ourselves have a 1-week break. Then we will be back at you with some hot and heavy action at The Rock. That's right, driver's going to hit the track once again at the famous Rockingham Speedway. It's going to go down big when we get back to turning left. And well, stage 1 in the bag. We're ready to fire things off for the second stage here tonight from Road America Field Double File, snaking their way around this track. Ready, set, to go. Back green flag racing, and look at that 53 of Jeremy Brooks. He is your top groove Hard Charger Award recipient right now, and Jeremy Brooks, he ain't got no hood. The superior templating. Caution flag should come in this time. Drivers should be ready to go back green flag racing as we get towards the final corner. They'll come around turn 14 right here. You go, Mr. Smith. Get ready to drop it and get out the way. Move the pace car because it's time to go back green flag racing once again. Here we go, waiting for drivers to crest the hill. And we will drop that green flag once again. And there it is. Green flag flies for the second time here tonight. And Road America, Kevin Dick gets off to a good start. Tyler Duvall right there with him. Andrew Moore, Jeremy Brooks, Jeremy McKee sitting right there in fifth. Everybody onto the brakes down into turn number 1. Nice and clean, clear through turn 1. Everybody follows your race leader, Kevin Dick, to turn 3. Down the hill once again. Drivers going to need to get on the brakes. Everybody follows them through clean and clear so far here. We'll head down this little first stretch of pavement. We got one of our first straightaways here at Road America, and it looks like everybody playing a little bit nice. Gary Wells has a little bit of trouble. Jim Thorndike goes off track as we head down towards turn number 5, the little bit of a hairpin left-hand turn. Then up the hill to turn number 6. Kevin Dick still leads this field. Through turn 7, turn 8, field makes their way after your race leader, Kevin Dick, but he is not holding anything back. Kevin was fast last Friday night. And whoa, the 47 of Braden Stab. He misses the corner. He goes way out of shape. He's going to have to come back on the track right around turn number 10 and put the power down and try to gain a handful of positions back through turn 10 and up through the kink section of the track. Everybody chases your race leader down the backstretch on the opening lap of stage number 2. Chasing race leader through turn 13 and through the final corner comes race leader to the 52 of Kevin Dick. He's got the field in hand, a 1.7 second advantage on the first lap after the green flag flies here in stage number 2. Looks like the 52 eyeballing a double stage win after already putting one stage win in his back pocket, already collecting the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. He now looks to capture that Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win. And how sweet would it be for the Custom Paints and Diecast sponsored 52 machine to walk away with the Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win. Talk about making your sponsors happy. Tell you what, let's jump around the track just a little bit. Just outside of your top 15, there's Michael Schaum in the 26 machine. He's trying to make his way up to Aaron Cooper. John Finley on a fast flying lap, trying to run down that 15 of Jacob Drift, who's beginning to close in on Ryan Nicoletta. That's going to be 9th, 10th, 11th on the speedway. John Mankowski, he's had some trouble in stage 1, sitting back in 12th position right now. The new age limited speed demon award right now belonging to your race leader, your stage 1 winner, Kevin Dick, laying down a 2-minute 14-second lap, and that is by far the quickest time here in race trim here tonight. Anthony Hanley with some trouble. He goes off track. Jim Thorndike with another off track excursion. And there you go. That leads us back into something that you heard me talk about there in pre-race. Keeping it on the pavement. You got to keep it in between the grass if you're going to be fast at a road course. 22 of Jason Branch runs wide in the corner. He's going to give up a position to the 47 of Brandon Stab as they try to run back down Roger Rios Mateus in that 5 machine, now running in the 12th position. Jacob Drift in the Burger King machine, making his way up onto the tail end of Ryan Nicoletta. There you can see Nicoletta in that 59 machine down the front stretch, back down towards turn number 1. Everybody chasing after Kevin Dick, but he has stepped away. He gone early in stage number 2. Tight little battle here. A little bit of a door bang between the 15 and the 59. Drift and Nicoletta go at it, and Drift will prevail down in to turn number 3. We'll grab the spot away. We'll jump around the track a little bit more. What do you say? Let's find us another battle. Well, we'll stay right here as now Nicoletta looks to the outside. He's going to have to take the long way around. Oh, boy. On the brakes, and that is not what you want. Ryan Nicoletta. That is not a parking lot. That is not where you get to park the car. Nicoletta with some big trouble under braking. You seen the car break loose, ride around, and snatch up that 15 of Jacob Drift, who was pretty much an innocent bystander in that one. And well, the Burger King machine, he just got whoppered. Gonna stay right here. Let's see how this battle unfolds here. Oh, and Drift gonna go way wide, trying to avoid contact with the 59. And how about the 26 of Michael Schaum? No front end clip on that 26 machine. Man, there's a lot of torn up drivers early here tonight from Road America. Lap number 15 now on the board out of the 45 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. And an even faster lap. A 1:13.23 turned in by Kevin Dick. That is the Speed Demon fastest lap of the race here so far. Man, Kevin Dick not playing no games with the field here tonight. He's looking to sweep pretty much everything that he can. Barely missed out on that U.S. Veterans Pole Award. He's looking to snatch up everything else that he can. Christopher McCullough with some trouble. McCullough going to bring his machine to pit road this time around. Roger Rios with some trouble. Corbin Simmons getting by Matis for 13th position. Braden Stab by McCullough for 16th. Now Michael Shum by Christopher McCullough for 9th. That's going to be a hot and heavy battle. Why don't we go take a look at this one right here. Aaron Cooper, Corbin Simmons going at each other on track. And I'm digging that 71. That is a sweet looking ride. I like that matte black look. Beautiful, beautiful looking car right there. The Wayne Enterprises sponsored 71 machine. Looking for a handful of positions out here tonight. Roger Rios Mateus getting the 11th spot away from Corbin Simmons. Aaron Cooper right here. Braden Stapp now looks to the inside with his 47. And Cooper all but gonna just roll over and give it to him basically. Let's jump back around the track. What do you say we jump back up to this battle and still continue to rage on between Ryan Nicoletta and Jacob Drift? Not much to say about your race leader. He's got himself a 5-second advantage over Tyler Davala. Andrew Moore, last week's race winner from Atlanta. He's sitting right there rounding out your podium positions right now. Nicoletta with more trouble, and he's going to drop 3, make it, oh boy, nowhere to go for Braden Stabb and the rest of the field as Aaron Cooper got sideways in that 71 machine and just nowhere to go for the field. They'll pile in, and now that Martin Sports 47 looks a lot worse for the wear. Tell you what, let's take a look around the track. What do you say we jump to one of our onboard camera shots here tonight? Take a look on board with our gyro cam with this 47 machine. There you can see the 22 of Jason Branch making his way around. Look at how busy the car is, and there you see just how easy it is to make a simple mistake. The final corner, one of the easier corners here at Road America for most drivers, and there you can see that 22 of Jason Branch struggling, running wide on the corner exit, and that's going to stack the cars up right behind him. Aaron Cooper, Christopher McCullough, all battling now, the 71 to 60, 26 fighting for position down into turn 1. Oh, it's going to get close. Here comes the 60. He's going to look to the inside, and he'll grab the spot away from the 71 of Cooper. Casey Duncan getting by Corbin Simmons for 18. Anthony Handley also going to get by Simmons, so move Handley now up to 19. And as we inch our way closer to not just the halfway point, but to the end of stage number 2 in this custom paints and diecast stage number 2, what do you say we give ourselves a little bit of a chance to catch things up, catch all the viewers that may have just joined us here tonight from Road America? You're watching race number 5 with the Blown Piston Racing Leagues presented by Banner Construction. If you haven't already, toss these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell. We had 27 drivers take to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got ourselves 23 drivers out there on track, just a handful down and completely out of tonight's race. Brandon Fries, Max Williams, Gary Wells, all down and out of tonight's race. Jordan Berry, Scott Wise, Andrew Moraz all have had big trouble. All are listed multiple laps down here tonight. Jim Thorndike gonna have some recent trouble. He's gonna bring his car to pit road. Corbin Simmons will be on pit road for quite some time with that tin machine fixing that one up. As you see smoke through the back side of the track, the second half of the track, drivers locking it up, drivers having trouble here from Road America. There you can see the 51 with some huge trouble. Jordan Berry beaten, banged up, battered, blown up. He's just trying to limp this thing as far as he possibly can. Berry, big trouble here with the engine smoking. We'll jump back around the track. What do you say, race fans? We'll go back here with that 10 of Corbin Simmons. And well, we'll go take a look at this battle. What do you say? John Mankowski, John Finley going at it with each other, 7th and 8th on the speedway. Check in with the Top Groove Hard Charger Award. Jimmy McKee, Jeremy Brooks sitting 4th and 5th on the track. Both up 17 positions here tonight. Both locked up for that Top Groove Hard Charger Award. So nobody really setting themselves up, sitting pretty for that one. The final few laps here in stage number 2. We'll get that track map back up on screen for you. Let you see some of the gaps, some of the battles going on out there on track. We've got drivers racing with each other, but not for position right now. Working our way around the track on lap number 19 out of the 45 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. 59 of Ryan Nicoletta. He's had quite an eventful evening here tonight. Multiple off-track excursions, and it has found Nicoletta down 4 spots from where he qualified inside the top 10. Now sitting back in 13th, and he's got a fast 71 of Aaron Cooper, Wayne Enterprise sponsored machine, working his rear bumper. Not a whole lot of battles really to speak of. We'll take a look at this one between the 03 of Kenny McCullough, Casey Duncan, and Jason Branch, the 22 Ford Mustang, who's just off in front of this 17 4X Toyota Camry. All 3 manufacturers represented in the field well here tonight. Top spots belonging to the bow ties, 2 Fast Fords running in 3rd and 4th. Gotta go all the way back down here to 17th position to find your fastest Toyota in the field. Casey Duncan, fastest Camry in the field. Your only other Toyota driver is down and out of tonight's race here at Road America. Jordan Berry gonna call it a night inside of that 51 Toyota Camry. That's going to leave his manufacturing friend all alone out there on the track tonight, watching that 22 of Jason Branch. He's trying to bring that Ford Mustang GT up and around the 03 of Kenny McCullough. McCullough grabbed that spot away just a handful of laps ago. As Andrew Moraz going to get up and around Jim Thorndike. That's going to be for 21st position. Drivers battling off of the lead lap as we are now down to just 17 drivers left on the lead lap here. Lap number 23 on the board. We are just around the corner from our second stage break here tonight. And for all intents and purposes, we set it towards the end of stage number 1. There you can see John Mandikowski. He's going to go ahead and pull the pit lane this time around. But the man on screen, right there he is, the 52 of Kevin Dick, won stage number 1. It looks like he is going to walk away with the Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win as well. He's already got the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award well and locked up here tonight. Only driver to break into that 2 minute and 13 second category. And really looking at the clock, it's going to be quite a battle because he's over a second faster. That is on the speed watch, the fast time of the night, giving this 52 that New Age Limited Speed Demon Award, a 1 second deficit in race trim. That's called being on it, because that fast lap didn't come right after the restart. It came a handful of laps after the restart, about 5 to 6 laps into stage number 2. For Kevin Dick to take that fast time away and put the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award in his back pocket. So there you can see now a 7, almost 8 second advantage over Kevin Dick. Kevin Dick has that advantage over Tyler Davala as Davala and Andrew Moore just now make their way off the final corner off of turn 14 up over the hill. Mustang chasing that Camaro. Will he be able to get there? Will he be able to take that spot away? Not a lot of points to worry about, really, as far as the stage is concerned right here. Now with just 25 laps to go, we are right at that halfway point, just a handful of laps before we see the caution flag fly for the end of stage number 2. When will we see that superior templating caution flag fly here to end stage number 2? Kevin Dick has himself an 8 second advantage over these two drivers who continue to mix things up on track. Tyler Davala and Drew Moore battle for third. On board in the office, here's the office cam we were talking about. It's noisy, it's hot, it's sweaty. Inside the office of that 7 of Tyler Davala, there you can see him just trying to make his way around track, trying to keep the driver behind him. Take a look off of his rear deck lid of that YJE sports machine, looking back at the 77 of Andrew Moore. Davala beginning to build a little bit of a gap, beginning to give himself just a little bit of a cushion. We'll jump back outside the car and back around the track. We'll see if we can't see any more battles out there. And for the time being, this is one of your only battles on the lead lap. Braden Stab and Christopher McCullough, they've been mixing things up lap after lap. McCullough had an off-track excursion, and well, that allowed Staub to get there. Allowed Staub to put himself in between the McCullough clan. And it looks like pit road gonna close this time around, so most of the field now gonna be stuck out on the track. They are not gonna be able to come to pit road before the end of stage number 2. And with race leader having an over a 7 second deficit, it is all but easy Sunday morning drive right now for that 52 of Kevin Dick. Back to the driver at the front of this field. He walked away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. He's got control over the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award. Will the 52 be able to put the custom paints and die cast Stage 2 win in his back pocket. 2 more laps before we'll find out. Hopefully we didn't jinx him, but this man has been on it at the front of this field. A tough break for a handful of drivers out there tonight. A handful of quick drivers at that. Having some trouble. Having some issues that for Andrew Mraz was one of the fast drivers here tonight. He had that new age limited speed demon award for quite some time before the 52 of Kevin Dick was able to eventually snatch that fast time away. Mraz soldiering on, but he is hurting, and he has got himself a long race ahead of him. There you can see that fast number 4 of Mraz, who now rounds out your top 20. Back to the battle near the front. Davala and Moore continue to throw haymakers, continue to throw punches at each other, and there you can see stage caution coming out. The superior templating stage caution comes out, and there it is. That man right there front and center, right on your screen, walking away with the custom paints and diecast stage number 2 win. Kevin Dick begins to really pad his back pocket. As we showed you moments ago, he has walked away now with not just the custom paints and diecast stage 2 win. He's already got the Wise Guy Racing Graphics stage 1 win in his back pocket. He's still trying to secure this New Age Limited Speed Demon Award. How about the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award? He's now very dangerously close to being able to secure the most laps led and also walk away with the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award. So as Kevin Dick came into tonight's race sitting 95 points out of the overall points lead, he is going to make one heck of a dent if he can continue fast ways here tonight from Road America. Congratulations, job well done to the man at the front of this field, walking away now tonight with 2 stage wins in his back pocket. Kevin Dick leads the field. And as the field begins to work their way around this 14-turn track, we're going to step away to pay the bills one more time. It's expensive running these studios, race fans. We do apologize for the commercial breaks, but you know, gotta pay the bills somehow. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back live from Road America.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. host. You'll need a tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
And back trackside as promised, not missing any other green flag action, coming back to the track as the iRacing pace car Ford Mustang lights have gone outfield, trying to catch up after hitting pit road, trying to get back up to your race leader. Kevin Dick will lead this field. Tyler Davala going to be right there with him. Andrew Moore, Jacob Drift will make up row number 2 for the restart. Brandon Staub, Jeremy Brooks back in row 3. Row 4 on the restart, Kenny McCullough and the 71 of Aaron Cooper. John Manikowski and Roger Rios Mateus make up your top 10 for the restart. We're going to kick things off with 20 laps of green flag racing left to go here tonight from Road America. We are about halfway around this 4-mile road course nestled right here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We got ourselves 80 miles of racing still left, race fans. A lot of time to be gained and lost around this speedway here tonight. A lot of opportunity for mistakes, a lot of opportunity for positions to be gained. As we see more drivers making their way to the tail end of this field, beginning to catch up with your race leader, Kevin Dick, who will have control over the field into the restart box. He will kick things off. Once again, the boss man in the flag stand, my good buddy Upstate Al. He's going to be ready to drop the green flag once we drop the hammer. Once again, as drivers make their way down the backstretch and into Canada Corner and into the final 2 turns, we will be set to kick things off this time around here at Road America. We do appreciate each and every one of you joining us here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Field through turn 13 into the final right-hand corner. That's right, turn 14 up the hill. And here we go. Driver's gonna crest the hill, and we will watch the boss man drop the green flag. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. Green flag flies for the final time here tonight at Road America. Kivinick leads Tyler Davala up to turn number 1. Big move there by the 53 of Jeremy Brooks. He's going to look to the inside. Everybody through turn number 1. Nice, clean, and clear down to turn number 2 now. Everybody still chasing your race leader. Turn 3 on tap now. Everybody cleared through the corner. No trouble for anybody here as we head down the middle stretch. And it looks like a fairly clean restart. Typically, these restarts are where you see drivers really jockey for those positions, try to grab every spot they can before things begin to settle themselves out, because we're going to settle ourselves in to a long green flag run here. 20 laps around this track. Oh, and there's contact. 71 goes around. More contact. The 93 piles in. Andrew Moraz catches a little piece. 17 of Casey Duncan. Nowhere to go. He's got to get on the brakes hard and heavy to avoid any contact. And we move up front with the third place runner on track right now. Jeremy Brooks trying to hold off the hard charging 5 of Roger Rios Mateus right there. That 5 machine going to take over the third position now. Make that, as he is just now moving back towards where he started this race from. Roger Rios up 1 spot. He's now rounding out your top 3 positions. Man, what an opening lap, huh? We'll throw that timing and scoring back up on screen for you. We'll also get that track map back up one more time for you. There you can see the field all condensed, all back with each other, running like a serpent around this 14-corner 4-mile track here at Road America, race number 5 this season for the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series presented to you by Banner Construction has not disappointed. For all intents purposes right now, it looks like we will have a new race winner here tonight from the field. And oh my gosh, what has happened? What has happened to race leader Kevin Dick? We're looking for him on the screens, and we're not picking up any timing and scoring. There is transponder finally comes back. And Kevin Dick has lost a handful of positions here. Let's see if we can't go back and try to find out what happened here. That is a big time slide from the top spot all the way outside. All the way outside of your top 10. Man, what has happened to that 52? Let's go take a look, and there you can see it. Trouble off-track excursion for Kevin Dick, and that is what has ruined the front end of that 52 machine. So what started out as looking like a race that was all but in his hands to give away, well, it looks like it has been given away. Kevin Dick now back well behind the 8 ball, well behind this field. A lot of ground to make up all the way back in that 13th position, almost 30 seconds to overcome. That is going to be a hard fought battle for the 52 custom paints and die-cast machine to try to overcome, but we'll see if he does have the speed to get the job done. The 77 of Andrew Moore now takes over that fifth position. Jeremy Brooks moves to third. The driver rounding out your top 5. He's in control of that Top Groove Hard Charger Award in that Burger King machine. We've talked about him. We've seen him here tonight. We've seen Jacob Drift have some trouble. Well, that is what perseverance is all about, race fans. Keeping your head down, your elbows up, and trying to get everything you can out of the car each and every lap. Jacob Drift right here running well, up 21 spots from where he started tonight, all the way outside of your top 25, back in 26 to be exact. What a run tonight for this 15 and his crew. Jump around the track a little bit more. Once again, there you can see the 11 of John Findlay. He's had some trouble smoking. No front clip on that 11 of Findlay either. The Martin Sports number 11 machine has seen some better days. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to continue to have a little bit of a struggle here as he comes around the final corner on the track. Does he duck to pit road? No, he's going to keep that 11 machine out there on track. And although he gives the warning, looks like somebody didn't catch the memo, didn't get, they don't have the updated Adobe, so they weren't able to open up the document. And unfortunately, Findlay has had trouble tonight. Findlay has had contact, and let's jump to the front. We're going to have a battle for that top spot. The 5 of Rondarios Mateus right there all over Tyler Davala, looking to take away that top spot. Only race winners in the front of this field inside of your top 5. That's the 77 of Andrew Moore, last week's race winner at Atlanta Motor Speedway. He runs in that 4th position. Jimmy McKee in the 99 Ford Mustang tucked in behind him. So we've got 2 fast Fords in a row rounding out the front of this field here. Top 5 rounded out by those fast Fords. Andrew Moore now going to take a position from Jeremy Brooks as Brooks slides through the field off and off with an off-track excursion. Move Jimmy McKee up to 4th. Jacob Drift gonna fall back to 5th. Closest battle on track, one of the only battles on track right here with your top 2 drivers, your front runners here tonight as they cross the line. Lap number 28 goes on the board We are down now to just 17 laps to go. Hot and heavy battle here. Mateus looked to go to the inside, covered up by the 7 of Davala. But now Davala will have to play defense. He'll have to guard those next few positions. Heading down into the corner. He's going to take that inside away, make the 5 work hard for it here. The 5's going to try to make up, going to try to make this pass somewhere here. Will he set him up for this first one, or will he try to get him on that uphill? Down into turn number 5. He's looking to the inside. Both brake rotors glowing on the 7 and the 5. They're going to drag race uphill to turn number 6. This is about to get good. And whoa! Mateus going to grab that spot. What a run through turn number 6. A little bit of a run wide there for a moment. They'll make their way around turn number 7 down here towards turn number 8. Mateus with the race advantage. New race leader here tonight from Road America down through turn number 8. Back at you. Turn 9 coming into turn 10. Mateus starting to flex his muscles. He's starting to step away here. There you can see that gap beginning to grow. Sliding at number 5. Woo, through the corners. The Tito's Vodka sponsored number 5 of Roger Rios. Mateus getting the job done here tonight. You can see him kicking up dust around these corners. With just 17 laps remaining, will we see another first-time race winner this season? Down through turn number 14. We'll have 16 laps to go. We watched him moments ago have, well, we didn't watch him, but we seen the aftermath of his troubles. The 52 of Kevin fell outside of your top 10, all the way back to the 13th position. And here he is battling with the 47 of Brandon Staub to try to take over the 7th position and make his way back up through the field. He's gained some positions, but hasn't really gained any time on the stopwatch. Has actually given up a 1-second deficit since falling back out of that top spot. Kevin in the 52 machine sitting 29.3 seconds back behind your race leader. It is still a very long way to go here tonight, race fans. 16 laps to go around a 14-turn, 4-mile track. A lot can go wrong. And it doesn't matter where you're running. Ask a handful of these guys around the track and they'll tell you the same. Kevin Nick walking away with the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award here tonight. Walks away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Also pads his back pocket with the Custom Paints and Diecast Stage number 2 win. Was leading this field, in control of his destiny, in control of the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award. And just like that, missing one corner is all it takes. And Kevin Dick fell outside of your top 10. He is now in danger of losing out on that Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award. And he is dangerously flirting with not making it back to the top 5. That is just how quickly it can all happen, how quickly it can all turn around. Jimmy McKee with an off-track troubled moment. McKee has a bit of a problem. He'll collect the outside wall, get it headed back in the right direction, back out on the track, and he will give up a position or two. McKee going to drop now back to the 6th position. Whoa, did you see that? Christopher McCullough with some trouble. The 60 way off track. Corbin Simmons getting by Aaron Cooper for the 17th position on track. Not a battle on the lead lap, but still a battle for track position. 27 drivers to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got ourselves 18 out there on the track, but only about 14 make that. About 13 drivers left on the lead lap, as now that 26 of Michael Schaum has fallen victim to your race leader, Roger Rios Mateus. There you can see Mateus making his way around this track. Around the Canada corner here. Really nobody in front of him to worry about. He's not really going to have to worry about dealing with any more lap traffic for quite some time here, is Mateus. And so all he has to focus on is putting that number 7 of Tyler Davala a little bit further behind here. Yeah, also going to have to start eyeballing that pit road. When are you going to make your final stop? How are you and your team, you and your crew chief, managing the pace and the tires as well as the fuel? Are you going to come as soon as that fuel window opens up? Or are you going to try to run it a little bit deeper and maybe stay on pit road a little bit less time by being able to take a little bit less gas to make it to the end on the fuel? And there you can see multiple drivers on pit road with their pit crews out there thrashing away at the cars. Corbin Simmons, Anthony Handley, Jim Thorndike, all three of those crews with their hands full right now in full-on damage control mode, trying to get their driver back out on the track, trying to give them any shot at an extra position or two here if they can. And how about Jimmy McKee and Jeremy Brooks going at it? That's going to be 5th and 6th on the racetrack. And smart man there, Brooks. That was a little bit of an okey-doke crossover maneuver, or an attempt there by that 53. Unfortunately, the 99 just has the pace, and he was not able to keep McKee down. Brooks going to move to 16th. It's about to get hot and heavy right here. Jimmy McKee, Jeremy Brooks, they're going at it. Jacob Drift about 3.5 seconds out in front of them. That's for 4th position. Andrew Moore rounds out your podium drivers. 77 machine sits in 3rd. Tyler Davala still right there in 2nd, with Roger Rios stepping away at the front of this field. In trouble, more trouble on the track. Jacob Drift has an off-track excursion. Kevin Dick has an off-track moment once again. And typically, race fans, that's when you start to see those mistakes being made. That's when you start to see the trouble being had when drivers are a little bit behind the 8 ball. And begin to push a little bit harder, begin to try to carry the car on their back, if you will. It's something that all race car drivers do. You know, your car gives you this much, but we all think we can get that little bit extra out of it. And sometimes forcing that little bit extra out of it turns out to be not the best thing for anybody in the situation. Kevin Dick paying the consequences for that. He's going to give up a little bit more time and fall back outside your top 5. He's going to fall back into the 7th position. Jason Branch also with an off-track moment. A lot of drivers here tonight struggling just to keep it simple. And it's easy to say from the booth. It's easy to stay looking down here at these drivers, but I can tell you this much right now, from some fun runs that some of me and the guys with the Turn 3 posse got together over the weekends on Saturday night. We like to get together and do a little bit of racing ourselves, and back behind the wheel at a road course and a Pro Mazda, and well, you can't gain anything if you're not on the track, and it's very easy to overstep your bounds when you're trying to close in on a driver. When when you're trying to chase down that rabbit, you do just about anything, and sometimes it goes the wrong way. So as a fellow driver, not just a commentator and announcer, we know how easy it is to say keep it on the track and in between the grass, but it is another when you are behind the wheel, pushing for every ounce of speed. Every split second matters. And when you're at a road course, the trouble gets compounded, and that's the problem. That's why it is so important to just keep it nice and smooth. You kind of want to treat it like the seasons. You know, that old saying of in like a lamb, out like a lion. That's kind of how a lot of road course aces approach these road courses. Is you want to make sure you're nice and easy into the corner, get the car to do what you need it to do before you just hammer the gas and come ripping out of the corner. You don't want to fly in there and then be real slow on exit. You're going to gain more time by putting the power down early and getting that launch off of these corner exits. It's a little bit different of a racing technique when you're in these heavier 10 tops than when you are in those open wheels, but the same principles can be applied. And I think that's what we're seeing at the front of this field with that 5 of Roger Rios Mateus. Right there you see him. And you still see that glow in the front rotors with these drivers getting on the brakes, and you got to start asking yourself, are they going to begin to dial it to the rear at all anytime soon? But there again, 4.8 second advantage for Mateus. Don't fix what ain't broken, because you may find yourself a little bit more broken. No hood on this Tito's Vodka number 5 machine. So already a little bit down on some of the already downforce being taken away, some speed being scrubbed with the big almost parachute with no front hood being on that 5 machine. But still making the best of it, still running some solid laps here tonight. Roger Rios leads this field. Jump around the track once again. What do you say we go back here? And this is a common theme. How about the 53? He ain't got no hood neither. 53 of Jeremy Brooks rounding out here top 5, tied up with a handful of drivers actually for the Top Groove Hard Charger right now. Jeremy Brooks sits in 5th. Jimmy McKee sits in 4th. Both drivers up 17 positions. Braden Stab, Jacob Drift back in 8th and 9th on track. Both of those drivers are up 17 positions, and it looks like we're seeing drivers begin to look towards pit road, and nope. No, it looks like Jason Branch is going to stay out on the track. He's going to move over and give the track position to that 7 of Duvall, as now Branch listed off of the lead lap here. Andrew Moore looks like he's going to try to okey doke the field and come to pit road a little bit early. Just 11 laps remaining, and that's going to pull the 99 of Jimmy McKee down pit road as well. What does the 53 of Jeremy Brooks do? Well, he comes to pit road. Kevin Dick in the 52. Next up, he's going to pass by pit road as well. So your top 3 drivers all out on track have yet to make their final green flag stop of the night. Roger Rios Mateus leads Tyler Davala by 5.5 seconds. A big gap back from Mateus to Kevin Dick, the 52 machine. 52 is about 45 to 48 seconds back. I mean, that is a big gap. It's all but in the bag now. In my opinion right here, you you don't really have to worry about that 52 of Kevin if you're your top two drivers. You have yourself over a 40-second advantage if you're Tyler Davala over Kevin. So it's just nice and easy drive from here on out. It's going to be hard-pressed to make up those 6.5 seconds that you are behind race leader Roger Rios. You're going to have to just hope for a mistake on his part. You're just going to have to keep it nice, clean, and smooth. Tyler Davala running in 7th. Needs a little bit of help to try to take over that top spot. Back through the final corner. What does your race leader do? I mean, he's going to bypass pit road once again. Race leader bypasses pit road. Tyler Davala going to bypass pit road. We'll keep our eye on that 52 of Kevin Dick. Let's see what that 52 machine does. Just now making his way into the final few corners here. He'll work his way through turn number 13. Through the Canada corner, I apologize. And then up there, turn 13 into turn 14 here, the final corner. And that's just how far back the once dominated 52 is now back behind the race leaders. And it looks like Kevin Dick, he's going to peel off of pit road this time around and come to the attention of his crew. Grab some 4 fresh Goodyear. Get back out on the track and try to chase down another position or two if he can. And this is where being calm, this is where the patience of road course racing really shows up. When you have that type of advantage that race leader Roger Rios Mateas has right now, an 8.5 second advantage over second place runner Tyler Davala, you don't have to push it. You got to keep enough pace to keep your rhythm. Believe it or not, road course racing, somewhat of rhythm nation. You know, when you're supposed to be downshifting, you to get on that rhythm throughout the field, throughout the course of the race. And drivers, when you're out this far in front with just this little bit to go, 10 laps, yes, it's 40 miles in total. But he can be nice and easy at his race management at this point for that 5 of Rios. Tyler Davala going to make his way off the turn 14, and he will bring his machine to the attention of his crew members. He'll grab 4 fresh Goodyears and some fuel. Andrew Moore, here he is, 77, sitting in the 3rd position. Moore has been to pit road for the final time. Came to pit road with about 11 laps to go. So he has enough fuel. He has enough tire. But is he too far back to do anything with it? We're keeping our eye on the timing and scoring. We're keeping our eye on that track map. Mateas Davala just making their way off of pit road, and here comes the 77 up the hill. He'll have a head of steam, but he will not have enough time to get there. Valiant effort for Andrew Moore. He will close in quickly, but he will not be able to overcome just that big of a deficit. Very nice strategy. Job well done to the 77's crew to give him any type of shot here, but he is still, as you can see, listed multiple seconds back from Davala, as well as Rios at the front. John Mankowski with some trouble in another off-track moment. Casey Duncan, Jason Branch also have issues. Which wreck are we talking about? I've showed a lot of wrecks at the road course tonight. There's been quite a few incidents for drivers out there tonight. You're going to have to be a little bit more specific out there in the chat over on the YouTube side of things. Sim Racing Realtor, we do appreciate the comments, do appreciate you coming by, but a little bit more info on whose wreck did I show, and maybe we could talk about it if you would like here with just 9 laps to go here from Road America. Roger Rios leads this field 3. Well, I apologize. Yes, 3.5 second advantage over Tyler Davala. Davala with quite a big of a gap, almost a 10-second gap from the tail end of that 7 back to the 77 of Andrew Moore. So your top 3 all but gone from the field. Jimmy McKee in the 99 has got quite a bit of ways to catch up, about a 30-second deficit just to try to climb in to a podium position. So I don't think we will see that 99 back into a podium. Yeah, so, okay. So the original crash there with Kevin Dick, we try to bring you some of the crashes at the road courses because there's typically no full course caution, so it allows us to jump around just a little bit and try to find those. The second caution, or the second incident, I should say, involving Kevin Dick, where we weren't able to show how we lost that top spot, how we lost first place there at the beginning of this final stage. There no indication of what really happened besides coming back on track. And typically when that happens, we don't quite catch what went down and what happened. We just know something happened, and it was something big, because the hood of that 52 of Kevin Dick was no longer attached to the front end of the car. Speaking of parts and pieces no longer attached, you can look, these fellow drivers right here lined up on the track. The 17, he's missing a front nose. The 22 of Jason Branch, he's missing the hood and the front clip. Yeah, I was trying to find it, trying to locate it, and couldn't get to it fast enough, and we didn't want to waste too much time dwelling on something that has ended a very fast driver's night. So we kind of moved on from there on out. Yeah, and there you go. Something that simple, just like we were alluding to. Something so simple, you can be out there leading and have things in hand, and there you go. We do appreciate Sim Racing Realtor for coming in, giving us some insight here on what went on and what happened to that Custom Paints and Diecast 52 on screen right there. To pretty much the dominant driver here tonight. He walked away with the Stage 1 win, walked away with the Stage 2 win as well. He's still got that New Age Limited Speed Demon Award in his back pocket, so he is one of the fastest drivers on track. Kevin Dick just in control. One little mistake put him well behind the field, but now he is well behind, finishing in a podium spot, but has fought his way valiantly. I'll give the man that. He has drove his guts out since then to round out your top 5, salvaging what could have been a horrible finish. So hats off to the driver inside of that Custom Paints and Diecast 52 machine. We do appreciate you once again there, Sim Racing Realtor, coming in, giving us the insight from the crew, from the team side of things, of what went down and how it all happened. We do appreciate you checking in and hitting us up, giving us some inside information. And that's what's beautiful about a lot of the race teams here. They will jump on and they will talk to us and give us a little bit of that communication. Most of the times it is private and kept amongst the teams, but we do appreciate when we have them come out and tell us some of the stuff that goes on here, because we don't always have those channels. We can't always hear on what these teams are discussing and talking about. Right now we watch Jimmy McKee in that 52 of Kevin Dick right behind him, and he might be able to close in and snatch a 4th position away after all. But I just don't, and sorry race fans, all you Kevin Dick fans out there, I can't see him getting back into a podium unless something catastrophic happens for Rios Mateus, Davala, or more up in those podium spots. But I think he's going to get this fourth position away from Jimmy McKee without much of a fight here, as we are now down to just 7 laps to go. Jim Thorndike, multiple off-track excursions this last lap around. And Thorndike just having just a tough go here tonight in that 13 machine. This is your only battle on track for a position, so we're going to keep ourselves clued in, tucked in right here with Jimmy McKee and Kevin Dick as they continue to make their way around the track. Going to come into the Canada corner and down through the kinks here. Turn 13, now they'll make their way through the final corner and back up the uphill front stretch here at Road America. It is winding down. Time is running out. Drivers laying it all out. Drag race up the hill. They'll cross the line. Give fourth to Kevin Dick. Very nice launch out of turn 14 to get himself a great run all the way down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Kevin Dick going to take over that fourth position with not much of a fight being put up by Jimmy McKee. McKee gonna just fall right into that 5th position, and he is already losing a ton of time now as Kevin Dick now out to 0.6 of a second. That's it. That battle's gonna be done and over with just 6 laps left, about 5 laps to go now, I do believe. Or we should see 5 laps to go here very shortly. I'm just not sold. I'm just not sold that Kevin Dick is going to be able to make up that 36-second deficit to Andrew Moore and snatch the final spot on the podium away from him. I don't see it happening. And if you're this man right here, coming through the final corner here, coming to take the 5 laps to go, mark the high five from the boss man to the flag stand. Al Smith going to show the 5 to go. Hi, how are you? This time to your race leader, Ronda Rios Mateus. What do you do if you are Rios here? Do you take it easy? You've got 11 seconds. 11 seconds over second place Tyler Davala. Do you stay attacking the race course and possibly make a mistake? Or do you try to reel it back or roll it back a little bit, calm it down some, and risk getting out of your rhythm and having a mistake? It's almost a double-edged sword here. It's almost a, well, which one wouldn't be worse if it were to happen? I mean, we've seen what happened to Kevin Dick in that 52 machine with a little bit of a mental lapse, just a single solitary moment of lack of concentration cost Kevin Dick what I'm going to call the race win. At the time, he was leading the race. He didn't quite have, that 4 or 5 second gap that we have seen him build throughout the earlier portions of the race night. But Kevin Dick had himself at least about a second and a half race advantage at the point of his trouble. He fell all the way outside of the top 10. He's had to fight his way all the way back up into 4th. But that is all it takes. Just one misjudgment at the wrong corner, and you can find yourself on the hooks. Back across the stripe, we are now over the 40-lap mark into tonight's 45-lap event from Road America right here for race number 5 in the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, brought to you by Banner Construction. Do want to take a moment to thank each and every one of the sponsors on board here this season. I'd like to thank the YJ Esports for coming on board, sponsoring the Lucky Dog this season. Also to Superior Templating, sponsoring the caution flags in a handful of races this season. Hats off to the U.S. Veterans for sponsoring the Pole Award here tonight. Something we haven't really mentioned. How about the Scots MIAPOW Council Rookie of the Year Award? That right now belongs to the man inside of that 60 machine. Christopher McCullough leads the Rookie of the Year standings by 8 points coming into tonight's race. So a big shout out to the U.S. Veterans Association for coming on board and sponsoring the Pole Award here this season. How about Wise Guy Racing Graphics coming on board, sponsoring the Stage 1 in both the truck and the Class Series. Custom Paints and Diecast for coming on board, sponsoring the Stage 2 in both the truck and Class Series. Top Groove Hard Charger Award right here in the Class Series. And how about Wise Choice Contracting for jumping on board with the Front Man Award. Can't forget them. Last but not least, definitely the New Age Limited coming on board, sponsoring the fastest lap of the race with the Speed Demon Award here tonight. That's still going to belong to that 52 of Kevin Dick, turning in a 2-minute 13-second lap here. That is well faster than anybody else in the field here. Job well done by Kevin Dick in that 52. He'll walk away with a handful of points, a little bit of money in his back pocket for all the awards and accolades, but I'm sure he would trade them all in to walk away with just a checkered flag. And it looks like that is exactly what Roger Rios Mateus is going to do. He's going to walk away with the checkered flag here tonight. Just 3 laps remaining, 12 more miles to go. Looking around the track, looking around the timing and scoring, race fans, and we don't have very many battles at all to speak of. We have a few drivers running near each other, but no battles for position on the track right now. So what do you say? We haven't really done it all night. What do you say we get rid of this track map for you and run down a little bit of how this field is shaking out here in these final few laps? Leading this field, top spot, your race leader, out of Puerto Rico, Roger Rios Mateus walks away in the top spot. He leads the field in that Tito's Vodka, sponsored number 5. Fast on track today, but not fast enough. That 7 of Tyler Davala has had a solid night, has stayed inside of the top 5 pretty much all of tonight's event. But he's going to fall just 1 spot short. Tyler Davala runs in second. Back to the man behind him, not very far behind him. Last week's race winner right here on screen, Andrew Moore. Going to round out the podium spots in his Ford Mustang. He is your fastest Ford in the field. Rounding out your podium, Andrew Moore runs in third. Driver back in the 4th position right here, Kevin Dick, walked away tonight with the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award. He has captured the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Dominated. Stage 2 to walk away with the Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win. one heck of a race coming to a close, but the popsicle sticks on display for race leader. Kevin Dick sits back here in fourth. Driver rounding out your top five, having one heck of a run here tonight in that S&P Designs 99. Jimmy McKee rounds out your top five. Biggest move of the race, biggest mover I should say, Jacob Drift in the 15 machine right here. Burger King represented all over this Chevy ZL1 Camaro. He's up 20 spots from where he started tonight's race. Job well done to the 15 of Drift. Down to the final two laps. Roger Rios Mateus right here makes his way around the back end of the track, and he is going to make his way down into turn number 13. Through Canada Corner, right here through the little bit of a kink section and into the final two corners. Turn 13 out of the way. Now the final corner here. And off of turn 14, Roger Rios will climb the hill, and he will see the checkered flag fly. Next time around, we got to get the white flag final lap. In first here tonight, Roger Rios has nothing to worry about. 15-second advantage for your race leader. He can all but cruise around the track for this last 4 miles. You don't want to be too overconfident and too cocky and throw it away on the final lap. As we continue to look through the field here, continue to try to see if we see any battles that could possibly take place before the end of the lap. And it doesn't look like we're going to see any passes for any positions out there towards the end of tonight's race. The final lap going to be a calm, somber lap for most of the field out here. As Rios makes his way through turn number 6, he'll come through the back half of this track with nothing to gain from passing anybody around him. The 5 of Roger Rios on his way to win number 1 this season. And this is going to be our 5th different winner in 5 different races. How about that for kicking the season off here? And how about at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin? How have you felt about these 2 road course races here, back-to-back road courses at Road America, brought to you by all the drivers at Blown Piston Racing Leagues. Thank you all for joining us for the Truck Series race as we watch Roger Rios Mateus come off of turn number 14. He'll head up to the stripe, and he will capture the flag tonight, right here from Road America. There's the checkered flag, and race winner, the 5 of Roger Rios, walks away with the first checkered flag this season for him and his 5 crew. Job well done. Tyler Davala sits in second. Third place across the line belongs to the 77 of Andrew Moore. Kevin Dick back and forth with Jimmy McKee rounding out your top 5. So as Rios enjoys his cool down lap, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And back trackside high above the track with some turn 3 blimp camera shots here from Road America. Another great race in the bag, and we're not going to wait around much longer. Let's see if we can't go ahead and just dive right on in to some of these post-race interviews. Let's see if we can't have a few words with the driver that walked away in the top spot, walks away with his first checkered flag of the season inside of that number 5 machine. Roger and Stave, how you feeling after that race win?
Well, I'm a little tired and relieved that it's all over now.
Tired and relieved. I would have to second that one. Road courses are always a pretty tough one. But walk us through how you managed tonight's race and how you managed to take away your first checkered flag of the year.
Well, it didn't start off too well. It spun out with the first, second lap, and just a climb after that. Spun out a few times. I think I passed at least 50 cars overall.
I hear you, man. A lot of different passes going on. Sometimes not always for a position, and sometimes you're passing the same car 2 or 3 times just to get back to where you were. However you got the job done, is all that matters. You're going to go ahead and lock yourself into position for a post-race run at the championship. So knowing that we now have a week off before we head to a tough track, Rockingham Speedway, how are you going to enjoy this race win?
Can you hear me?
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy it with the team. Appreciate everybody and on track. No incidents besides my own.
Absolutely. Well, Roger, we want to congratulate you again on a job well done. Road course wins are pretty tough to come by. You walked away with the checkered flag here tonight, as well as your first race win on the season. So before we let you go and celebrate the night away, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Just thank you for the broadcast, my teammates, All in One Motorsports, and all the affiliated teams that I talked to. So just appreciate you all. Thank you.
All right, well, there you have it. Final parting words from the driver that walked away in the top spot. Pretty humble about it. Pretty easy going about it. Roger Rios just out there doing what needs to be done, getting the job done, and he walks away with the top spot here tonight from Road America. Race number 5 now in the bag, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for us here in the production booth. We're going to begin to click off some of the lights and roll up some of the cords, but first, producers hitting those familiar tunes and sounds in the background so you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here from Road America. Race number 5 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented to you by Banner Construction, walking away with the top spot, the 5 of Roger Rios. Tyler Davala parks the 7 in second, while the 77 of Andrew Moore walks away in third. Kevin Dick going to finish back in 4th place tonight. 5th belongs to the 99 of Jimmy McKee. Jeremy Brooks back in 6th. 7th tonight from Road America, the 93 of John Manikowski. Jacob Drift going to pull the 15. Home in 11th. The 47 of Brandon Staub back in 9th. And rounding out your top 10, the 11 of John Finley. Kenny McCullough, Casey Duncan, Michael Shum, Andrew Mraz, Ryan Nicoletta round out your top 15. 22 of Jason Branch has some trouble here tonight. He'll finish back in 16th. Your Rookie of the Year leader walks away from the track tonight back in 17th. 18th to Corbin Simmons. 19th from the track here at Road America. The 71 of Aaron Cooper. Anthony Handley back in 20th. 31 of Scott Wise finishes tonight's race back in 21st. 22nd belongs to Jim Thorndike. Anthony Keys back in 23rd. 24th from Road America, the 83 of Gary Wells. 51 of Jordan Berry back in 25th. Max Williams, your pole sitter, big time trouble. He finishes all the way back in 26th. 27th, rounding out the running order here tonight, the 21 of Brandon Freeze. That's going to do it. That's going to be all here from Road America. Race number 5 now in the bag. Race fans, get ready. We're going to take ourselves a 1-week break, and then we'll be right back at it once again at Rockingham Speedway. That's right, the Rock, baby, on tap 2 weeks from tonight. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and appreciation. You know what to do while you're here. Drop them that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. Whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or maybe even sponsors sliding through to check things out, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So drop these drivers that thumbs up. Stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.